job, Turbo.
I told you time and time again that we won't stop. Like it's show by show, I'm trying to triple and double the pop. Working 36 weeks on show, I'm over here on Lexus. Cooking up 25 rolls, all great interior whenever it's cloudy. Never they better my growth from chasing health and wealth, not clout. Baddies under my belt, I cook like a chef on Mr. Chow. Ain't been going no speeds, but I spend G's whenever I browse. Mink on all of my carpets at the house, I walk on clouds. Soon as I get out this work, I'm out the door, I'm in it out,
Hello, my name is Reign Veloza.
And I'm Sanai Thomas.
Welcome to Point Proven, where the work speaks loud and the results speak louder. This is the platform where preparation meets opportunity and our athletes get the chance to tell their story in their own words.
At North Point, nothing is given and everything is earned. Every rep, every practice, and every competition building on the legacy of North Point athletics. Today is a special double interview edition of Point Proven, where we will be the interviewer and interviewee. Reign has earned a 4.5 GPA and been consistently on principal honor roll since freshman year. She is a member of the National Honor Society as well as the National Technical Math and Science Honor Societies. A multiple recipient of North Point's Coaches, Sportsmanship, and MVP Award. She is multiple times SMAC Conference Champion in the 55-meter hurdles, triple jump, 100, and 300-meter hurdles. She is USA Top 25 in the triple jump for the class of 2026 and holds school records in the 60-meter hurdles, triple jump, 4x2-meter relay, and sprint medley relay. She is interested in pursuing a career in kinesiology, exercise science, and is looking at her undergraduate education in Maryland, New York, Connecticut, and Virginia, but open to all opportunities. Sanai has earned a 3.5 GPA. She has been consistently on Principal's Honor Roll and earned the North Point Coaches Award. She is a multiple-time SMAC championship in the 800 and numerous relays. She is also number 2 on North Point's all-time 800 and 4x800 relay list, top 10 in the 400, 4x4, and distance medley relays, as well as the school record holder as part of the sprint medley relay. She has done all this while being 1 year younger than her peers in her class year. Sanai is interested in pursuing an education and career in architecture and is looking to get her undergraduate education in Virginia, Maryland, North Carolina, or Florida, but is open to all opportunities anywhere in the U.S. Thank you for the intro. Ready to get started?
Let's do it. Okay, it's time to start with rapid fire icebreaker questions. Who's the funniest teammate?
Me.
So how are you funny? Make me laugh right now.
What's a banana's favorite slipper? Wait, I messed that up. Who do you think's the funniest teammate?
Derek.
Why?
Because he's just a troll and he just does everything wrong and he always gets in trouble.
That's true.
Who is the hardest working teammate?
I think the hardest working teammate is Carmen. Who is the most underrated teammate?
I would say Anaya. How about you?
I put Logan.
Which teammate talks the most trash?
I say Corinne.
She does have the receipts. She pulls out the times.
She does back it up, guys.
Favorite post-meal? 3, 2, 1. Dubai chocolate.
Dubai chocolate and grapes. Favorite class in school?
I like anatomy and physiology.
I like my CTE, drafting and design, and African American studies.
What's one word to describe yourself as an athlete?
I would say consistent. What about you?
I'd say resilient.
What do you think one word to describe this team would be?
I'd say driven, because you always have to earn your spot on this team. When did you first start track and field?
I first started track and field the summer before high school.
Did you do any club or youth teams?
Yes, I did AAU. What about you?
The first time I started running track was actually in middle school during the middle school championship meet.
Oh yeah, I did that too.
And I ran hurdles in the 800, which is actually what she runs now.
I did the mile and the 200.
And after that, I did AAU, and then I went all the way up to now. Okay, what has inspired you to take track seriously?
I'd say my family. They definitely inspired me to take track seriously. Also my coaches, because freshman and sophomore year, I don't think I took track seriously as much as I do now.
So who's the fastest in your family?
At first it was my grandfather because he ran in college, but I would say now it's my cousin. Yeah. When did you realize you might be good at running?
Okay, the 8th grade track meet, I won hurdles with no practice. And
Crazy.
right there, that was like my spark for running track. You have a lot of accolades on the track. Have you ever wanted to try any field events?
You know, I thought about it at first. I was like, oh, it'd be cool. It looks really cool, but it's just not for me. Like, I've tried it.
You can join me in the pit.
Oh, I wouldn't go too far at all. I've tried, though. Kind of, sort of. What is something about your track and field journey people don't know from looking at your stats?
So originally, track wasn't my main sport, and it just got introduced to me in middle school. I was mostly a gymnast and did a whole bunch of girly girl sports, and now I'm here. And gymnastics and cheer really helped me with hurdles because my hips were actually surprisingly stronger, and I have a really strong core. So what part of training challenges you the most? Why do you think that is?
I would say definitely the sprint workouts. They challenge me the most because I always feel like I'm behind of where I should be.
The part of training that challenges me the most is Mondays, especially when they're very endurance-based because they're hard.
Repeat fours.
Yeah, repeat fours. I can barely keep up with her.
What does a typical training week look like for you?
So I have practice Mondays to Fridays, or is it Monday to Thursdays? Sometimes Friday.
Practice, yeah.
And I lift and have training outside of school Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And then Sundays is my active recovery, and I actually started doing yoga on Sundays.
Really?
Yeah. What part of training do you actually enjoy?
I would say I enjoy the longer distance workouts. I also did cross country, so I really enjoy the longer distance workouts. And also the workouts that are very challenging because it makes me feel complete and like a reward when I finish them. What motivates you to keep improving?
That I haven't reached my full potential and haven't ran the times that I know I can run. So that's always a big goal for me every single day, to just get 1% better. What do you do when you don't feel motivated?
When I don't feel motivated, I kind of just remind myself of my goals and where I want to be, and that kind of pushes me when I run. Let's get to the downside of track and field. What has been the toughest moment of your athletic career?
So along with having confidence issues, I did get into a car accident that stopped me from running track for a little bit, and that really took a toll on my mental. And because of that, my confidence just went down low, and I had to build that back up. I took some time away from the sport, but I had to realize that I wasn't going to let that setback stop me, so I came back 10 times stronger and jumped a school record. Yeah.
Okay.
What has been your toughest moment?
I would say my toughest moment, probably, it's not a specific moment, but it's definitely my mental and physical health. Those have been very tough moments of my athletic career because it definitely gets in the way of when I run, and it's something that I try to do better, and I've been going to therapy to get better and get healthier habits. Would you say you have grown as a person through the sport?
Yes, actually I have. When I first started running, I wasn't really confident in myself, and I feel like building my confidence is a big role in this sport, I guess, because the more confident you are, the more you enjoy the sport, the more you're gonna do better. And yeah, what has this sport taught you about life?
Track taught me to definitely stay consistent, and that success isn't always guaranteed, and it comes with a lot of hard work and motivation. In the jumps and hurdles, a lot of things could happen / go wrong. What have these events taught you about life?
That sometimes there's going to be days where you're not going to be consistent, and you really just have to go back in the lab and put the work in and keep showing up, because the more you show up, the more everything's going to work out.
Let's move on to team dynamics. For those who don't know, Reign is our team captain.
And Sanai is our middle distance captain as well.
You've seen firsthand how many people wish they were a North Point Eagle. 200 kids show up at our tryouts each year. What would you say makes North Point track and field team special?
Our team is like a big family. We have different dynamics on our team. And although we do laugh around, joke around, have our bonding moments, times we get in trouble, We still put the work in and show up. How has this team impacted you?
This team has definitely made me come out of my comfort zone. Freshman year, I was literally so shy. I didn't speak to anyone. Like, I had a mask on and everything. I was definitely hiding behind that mask. But once I joined the track and field team, they kind of like brought me in, and I gained so many friendships, and definitely lifelong friendships, and it definitely impacted me and grew me out of my shell. Who on the team has impacted you?
My teammates and coaches, especially Coach BJ and Coach Empty, they push me past my limits, and they can really see how much potential I have.
As team captain, how do you lead and support your teammates?
So being the overall team captain, I do have to take accountability for most of the team's actions, especially when they do something bad, because as a team, we take everything that goes wrong as a whole, so we're all one unit. What kind of legacy do you want to leave at North Point?
I definitely want to break the school record this year. I want to, for the 800 meters, and I also want to show that even though you're younger or you started track late, that as long as you put the work in, you can do whatever you set your mind to.
So you actually started with a 3:06 freshman year, and you want to end with a 2:17? That'd be really impressive.
Yeah, I didn't know I started with the 3:06. Wow. What do younger athletes need to understand about our track and field program?
That your spot isn't guaranteed.
And also prioritize your health, because it's very important, I feel like.
Injuries are like very big. Well, I wouldn't say big on our team, but they happen.
Yeah,
And
it can definitely set you back if you don't prioritize your health.
so active recovery, do the therapy. What else? Put the work in and show up.
Yeah.
Let's talk about postgraduate goals. What do you want to study or pursue as a career, and why?
After high school, I want to go into architecture and study architecture on a 5-year master's program. What about you?
I want to go to a 4-year college and study kinesiology on a pre-med track and hopefully get into med school and become a doctor.
Do you want to compete in college, and why?
I do want to compete in college because I know that I have the potential to run at a higher level. I feel like competing in college is really going to keep my schedule organized and keep my grades up, because just like here, you still need certain grades to be able to run the sport. Why do you want to compete in college?
I want to compete in college because I don't think I've seen my full potential yet, and I'm definitely not ready to give up track. Okay, what kind of college environment do you think fits you best?
A college that supports me athletically and academically, and especially a coach who wants to see me succeed on the track, in the jump pit, and in the books. So what kind of coach helps you perform your best?
I would say a coach that definitely is willing to help me, and also a coach that pushes me even when I don't want to push myself past my limits.
I feel like Coach Empty set a standard for us.
Yeah. What makes you coachable?
So I can take constructive criticism fast. When I do a rep and there's something that goes wrong and I get corrections, as soon as I do the next rep, I automatically fix it, or at least try to. And I'm very collaborative and goal-oriented. What do you want college coaches to know about you beyond your times and marks?
Beyond my times and marks, I want coaches to know that I'm open to whatever feedback it takes for me to keep improving, and that my times are way ahead of me. What about you?
Beyond my times and marks, other than putting the work in and being goal-oriented, I will have my name down and put my mark down at that school. Let me tell you, elementary school, I was the president. Middle school, I was the treasurer and won 55 hurdles. I have the school record now in high school, and I'm going to make a word for myself when I'm in that college if you recruit me. So
That's true.
I don't care how much blood, sweat, and tears go into that, but I'm going to put my name down there.
Let's wrap things up with some future questions. These are some of the questions Coach Empty viewed as the most important to your goal setting and describing what drives you most as an athlete and person. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
What are you trying to prove this season?
That I can achieve the goals that I set for myself and be healthy. What drives you when nobody's watching?
That I haven't ran the times that I'm supposed to be running, and I know that I haven't reached my full potential, and knowing that I go back in the lab and work 10 times harder and give 110% every single day. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself graduating college. I see myself getting a new job, maybe an internship, making lots of money. Yeah. And definitely getting me my own place to stay, because I can't stay in my parents' house for that long. What about you?
I see myself graduating college and hopefully go enrolling into med school and being happy and making money.
Okay, what does success look like for you?
Success to me is being happy with what I'm doing, having all my goals accomplished, and making money. What does success look like to you?
Making money. And also, I agree with what you said, being happy, making money, all that stuff. When your track and field career is over, what do you want people to remember?
I want people to remember that I was the girl who didn't have that much, that actually lacked confidence and is now doing better, I guess, with it, and that always gave all her effort when going into training. If a college coach is watching this interview, what would you tell them?
That I'm very open to whatever it takes to run track in college, and that I definitely am willing to fix whatever flaws that I have, and I'm willing to improve. When people hear your name in the future, what do you want them to think?
That I was that girl.
Wow. Exactly. Is there anything about you, your journey, or your goals that you want people to know that we didn't ask?
So as a child, I actually grew up super shy. I would always be behind my parents. And with that, my parents enrolled me into so much extracurriculars. I did dance. I did so much summer camp so they could show me that the world really isn't scary. And I guess now I'm more confident. I'm literally the team captain, so I kind of interact with everybody now. That's another edition of Point Proven, where preparation meets performance and the standard is always the standard.
We appreciate you taking time to hear the North Point stories behind the work and mindset that drives North Point athletics forward.
Make sure you stay locked in and on the lookout for our next episodes as we continue to highlight the athletes who are putting in the work and proving themselves every day. If you have any questions for myself or Sanai, want to connect, or are interested in the track and field program, you can reach head coach George Empty directly at gempty@ccboe.com.
Until next time, keep working, keep improving, and keep proving.